Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Glenn Fajota. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys what I brought to the European trip and all the shoots that we just did the past few weeks here at Stateside. So the bag you're looking at is from Lowepro. It's the Photo Active 300 AW, just released. The externals and internals are kind of based off their Freeline everyday bag, which has a removable insert. So this is the bag that I've carried for that trip. That carried all my camera gear. We did a couple of day hikes, some overnight hikes, and these trips were in the backcountry, up mountains and all the fjords that they can ever have. We got caught in the snow, rain, wind, sun, everything that Mother Nature threw at us. We braved it. So this is the AW. It's an all-weather, which I'm going to show you that it does come with a shell. The great thing about that is it's removable and it's not attached, it's not tethered, which you can lay out and dry in the sun. All right, so the tripod that I brought for this trip is from Manfrotto. It's the Be-Free GT carbon fiber version with the twist locks. As you can see how easy that is. And then you twist to lock it in, they won't come out. So it's pretty much a one-hand motion. This is how it's stored. And then the middle column shoots down, and then that's pretty much how they would design it so it can not take up as much space. And the release plates, it's from their older photo tripod heads. So if you have them already, you can use these, and luckily we had a bunch of these, and we brought 2 cameras, which I'm going to show you. Put that to the side. On the outside, I have my shell, and throughout the trip, I have my mid layer and then my shell, which I changed throughout, because sometimes I would have this and sometimes I would have this on me, so it all depended. So on the front pocket, as you can see how stretchy this is, here's the cover for the bag. And this is my Arc'teryx Beta AR. For those who know how, it's not compressible, but you know how big it can get. So this is the shell that I had for the trip. And then on the side, this is my mid layer. I have it all folded up in the pocket that it came with. Patagonia Nano Puff. And then pretty much if I was pulling this out, it was chilly, and I had these hand warmers. These hand warmers weren't for my hands or feet or for my body. I would rip one of these open and I would keep it where my camera body is so the battery juice won't be depleted. All right. I mean, on the back, you have your main backpack features. You've got mesh pockets, which fits my Sunto Ambit, and then on the other side had just a flashlight. This is wide enough for an iPhone 10, which is what I used in here for a few part of the trip. And you can see here, this is a water bladder compatible, or in the same compartment, you can run up to your 15-inch laptop. But for this trip, I ran the Core Performance ice plate. This runs 1.5 liters worth of your favorite hydration. And then, of course, we did water. If you've ever been in Norway, they pride their water where you can pretty much drink it out of the faucet, out of the rivers without having to filter. And I've done that. It was good. Let me see. Great padding, and as you can see down here, it is kind of indented, which helps a lot with the heat dissipation. Shoulder straps, sternum straps, and then a waist belt, which is pretty long. The good thing about these is if you don't need these, you can actually undo it, and it's not tied, it's not sewn into the bag. You can remove it and then, keep it in the hotel room. Compression straps on both sides to keep everything compressed. And it's hard to see on the camera, but with camera gear, you can imagine how heavy this can get, especially when it's sitting on the ground. The way they have this is actually doubles up as a handle on picking up, because you would have one handle here and little space here to pick up, which helped out a lot. On the bottom, Another great feature on this bag, it has two solid raised cushions here. And it's good that it's not flat, because just in case you need to put it on a rock or you need to put it on a couple of branches, that it's not completely flat and it won't tip the bag over. Just a little cord which you can tether and anything that you want with a carabiner. And you can see in my social media links and all the videos, we did use hiking poles for this, trekking poles, and I just had these tethered up here when we needed to go uphill. All right, let's dig into this front pocket. Don't mind the unorganized mess in here. We just literally got back from the trip, so I didn't have time to make it nice for the camera. All right, so in here is from Gear Aid. It's a car charger / wall charger that has 2 USB ports. We use this throughout the trip, just in case we did need to get in a building. I've got an adapter. A Gold Zero battery pack. I've got my SOG Baton Q1. This is a carry-on, compliant, and has a pen for filling out the custom TSA and declaration custom forms. Pro bar, obviously smashed. I didn't get a chance to eat this one. Some sunscreen from JT Joshua Tree Life. This stuff is good. We were out in the elements, exposed at the top of these fjords and mountains, and exposed to the sun. Definitely had to apply this. Some wet naps. A 10-foot and a couple of 6-inch lightning cables for the iPhones, and then some Strike Force energy. Notice how it's orange. Easy to see your contents inside. This main compartment, I used it to carry the Drone Guard CS 150, which carries Mr. Manny the Mavic. Hey, extra battery. And surprisingly, as much as I've flown this on the trip, I never had to jump to the second battery. Interior space here. It does have an interior mesh pocket with a keychain hook. I didn't use it. All right, let's get to the goodies. On this side, I like to keep my zippers all the way at the top, not at the bottom, not halfway, just because I know where it will always be at. Also, if it's down here, there's no risk of anything, kind of prematurely falling out. So I like to keep my zippers up high where I can see them. On this side, I have the 5D Mark IV and the 24-14. And then the lens caps in here. And on the other side, .15 fisheye and the 5D Mark III 135 with the 1.4 extension. And yes, those are all the lenses I brought. Looking at my exit data from all these shoots out in the backcountry, these travel trips, if I had to pick 2 lenses or 2 focal lengths that I normally shoot, it's usually around 135 or 24. I'm a prime shooter. I don't run zooms. And if I did have a zoom, I'd end up using the 24 and around a 135 focal length for most of my shots. And the 15 fisheye, again, an accessory type shot lens that I just brought just in case I need to get that wide angle shot. So here's a look on the inside. And now that the bag is empty, it's so light. The best thing about this bag is you can take this divider system out and voila. And this is all hook and loop, so you can kind of modify however you would need it for that day. You can also take this out. You can put the drone in. You can, your imagination, you can just do whatever you want to do with it. With that internal shelf removed, it becomes a full day pack, which I used. We hit Bergen, Norway, Stavanger. I pretty much use this for my drone, all the souvenirs, all the food that we had for the day. And, I just ran that around with my hand or the drone on the side. So, yeah, this is it. Let me know your thoughts if you are going to purchase this. And if you did already, let me know how you run it. Tag me on social media. I want to see how you outfitted your bag. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like it, hit that like button. If you love the content, subscribe. And if you just want to say what's up, put it down in the comments below. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.